Hi guys, as promised, this particular video is in English and today we're going to see how do you compute the total income. Now this process is going to be the same irrespective of whether you're filling form 15G or you're filling form 15H. So let's see how do you compute total income. Now the scope of total income is given in section 5 of the Income Tax Act, which says that it includes all incomes from whatever sources. Now can be these sources? So some of these sources are, one of the major sources are salaries that you get. If you have a house or some kind of a commercial plot or commercial shop that or an establishment that you've put on rent, so the rent income. Let's say there are some agricultural income that you have. Let's say there are some capital gains. Now what do we mean by capital gains? So let's say you've sold a plot of land or if you have sold your shares or something of that sorts. So this includes either long-term or short-term capital gains, wouldn't make a difference. And other sources. Now what are these other sources? So let's say you have FDs and you get interest income on that, or if you have done a consultancy project and you have been paid for it, or if you teach in a particular, if you're a visiting faculty and you get money per classes, that is one of the other sources. If you have written a book and you get royalty amount for that, that would be a source of income. If let's say you make YouTube videos and get paid for it, now that also is a source of income that you're supposed to include. So whatever money that you're earning in the financial year, now whatever source that may be, you have to take into account every single rupee that you earn in a financial year for the purposes of computing your total income. So now for what period of time are you going to look at it? So you are going to look at the total income in a financial year. So the current financial year started on 1st April 2022 and the financial year is going to end on 31st March 2023. So you basically have to calculate how much money you're going to earn using all of these different heads and write down all the months. So write down, I'm sorry, the screen seemed to have moved. So starting from April 2022, right down to January 2023, so a new year has started, February 2023, and March 2023. Now compute for each of these particular months, all right, how much money are you going to earn using salary, rent, agricultural income, capital gains, or other sources of income. So whatever money you're going to get in this particular financial year is your total income. Now there is one important thing that I want to tell you. We are currently sitting in May, all right? So we obviously do not know how much money you're going to earn in these particular months because that time has not come. Now do remember that if you look at column number 17, it says estimated total income. So it is only an estimation or an approximation, all right? It does not have to be cent% accurate. So all that you really need is a best guess as to how much money you are likely to earn in this particular financial year. That's all that you are supposed to compute. You don't have to worry that it is not 100% accurate. Nothing is going to happen. And do remember that when you are writing this and you're computing your total income, you also have to add the column 16, which is your PF claim amount. All right. So do not forget to add amount number 16, as in column 16 amount, to the total income amount when you are computing. Now, I often get questions in the comment box that I have left my job and what should I put as a salary? Now, see, here you have to guess. So let's say that you were receiving a particular amount of salary XYZ. Now, my advice to you would be, let's assume that you are expecting to get a job in the next 3 months, 6 months. So compute your salary accordingly. If you think that till March next year you will not be employed, if you have that much of a pessimistic view of the job market, even in that case, it is perfectly fine. Just put the column 16 amount as in your PF claim, especially if you do not have a job or you have gone for higher studies and are not expecting to earn anything. So just remember, it is an estimation. The correct picture and the correct figure only has to be tabulated when you're filling your income tax forms, your ITR forms at the end of the financial year. All right. So you really don't have to worry about this amount being 100% accurate. It just needs to be a best guess, and that's it. That's how you calculate income tax. That's how you calculate the total income in order to put it in column number 17 in the form 15G. Now, form 15H also has a particular component wherein you put your estimated total income. Now, the same methodology is going to be followed there as well. So, I hope this has been clear. If you have any doubts or queries, you can drop your questions or your queries in the comment box. And like I always do, I will certainly answer every single one of them to the best of my ability.